Hello and welcome back for this third Sunday in Lent. We once again read from John Keble's Book of the Christian Year. The reflection for the third Sunday in Lent, the poem, is based off of the verses from St. Luke's Gospel, the 11th chapter, the 21st and 22nd verse. When a strong man, armed, keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace. But when a stronger man than he shall come upon him, and overcome him, he taketh from him all his armor within he trusted, and divideth his spoils. John Keble's poem for the third Sunday in Lent. See Lucifer like lightning fall, dashed from his throne of pride, while, answering thy victorous calls, thy saints his spoils divide. This world of thine, by him usurped too long, now open all her stores to heal thy servants' wrong. So when the firstborn of thy foes dead in darkness lies, when thy redeemed at midnight rose, and cast their bonds away, the orphaned realm through wide her gates and told unto freed Israel's laps her jewels and her gold. And when their wondrous march was o'er, and they had won their homes, where Abraham fed his flock of yore amongst their fathers' tombs, in land that drinks with rain of heaven at will, whose water kiss the feet of many vine-clad hill. Oft as they watched and thought at thoughtful eve, a gale from the blowers of balm swept o'er the billowy corn and heave the tresses of the palm. Just as the lingering sun had touched with gold far o'er the cedar's shade some towers of giants old. It was a fearful joy, I ween, to trace the heathen's toil, the limpet well, the orchid's green, leaf ready for the spoil, the household stores untouched, the rose bright, wreathed o'er the cottage walls in garlands of delight. And now another Canaan yields to thine all-conquering ark. Fly from the old poetic fields, ye Panium shadows dark. Immortal Greece, dear lands of glorious lays, lo, hear the unknown God of thy unconscious praise. The olive wreath, the ivy wand, the sword in myrtles dressed, each legend of the shadowy strand now wakes a vision blessed. As little children lisp and tell of heaven, so thoughts beyond their thoughts of those high bards were given. And these are ours, thy partial grace, the tempting treasure's lens. The relics of the guilty race are forfeit to thy friends. What seems an idle hymn now breathes of thee, turned by faith's ear to some celestial melody. There's not a strain to memory dear, nor flower in classic grove. There's not a sweet note warbled here, but minds us of thy love. O Lord, our Lord, and spoiler of our foes. There is no light but thine, with thee all beauty glows. Wishing you a holy and blessed third week of Lent.